So you're having flow issues with your thermal fluid heater. Let me help you with that. So there's a few things that can cause those flow interruptions or flow reductions. Normally, it's going to be something that has gotten into your thermal fluid, like water, or someone has added fresh fluid to the system due to maintenance or loss of fluid for whatever reason. That fluid has to be conditioned. It has to be circulated through the expansion tank as the temperature is increased so that we can purge those low boilers out of the system and prevent those vapor pockets from forming in the piping system. There's also other problems that can cause a flow interruption or a disruption, and it's going to be most of the time a dirty strainer at the inlet to your pump. So it's easy to see if that's the case because there are gauges at the inlet and outlet of the pump, so that suction gauge should always read positive or at least 0. It should not be negative. That gauge is typically going to be a minus 30 inches of mercury to 0 to 60 psi positive. So we want it to be on the positive side of that 0. If it's not, then you need to shut that pump down, cool the fluid down to a safe temperature, and pull the strainer and see if it's clogged. If it's not clogged, probably going to have to pull the impeller out of the pump because it may have worn, and they do. They don't last forever. So check the impellers, check the strainers, make sure nobody has closed a valve that should be open. There's also in a lot of systems a bypass valve, a process bypass valve, that is typically a manual valve. We do have systems that have automatic bypass valves, and that should be automatically regulated by a pressure controller, and it is looking at the same pressure that you'll see for your differential pressure switch. So if that is having a problem, that bypass valve may not be opening when it needs to. So check that, and that will help you with your flow problems, and that's about it.